Hi, I'm Teresa the Traveler, and today I'm with, what's your name?
Vedran.
You gotta pronounce it for me because I can't.
Well, there are several, well, let's put it short. Plitvice.
Plitvice.
Plitvice, yeah. Or Nacionalni park Plitvička jezera. National Park Plitvička jezera.
Okay. And you're saying that there's a lot of people that visit these lakes every year.
Oh my god, yeah, it's overcrowded. 8 to 12,000 people there every single day.
Oh wow.
So it's really busy.
This is a very popular park. Lots of large groups come to visit.
For 20 minutes. Okay, this is where we say goodbye. This is a farewell. So the guys who are with me on a guided tour, we have one route, and the others I'm gonna recommend you. The other, of course, you can choose wherever you want that's good for you. First of all, when I said I'm gonna give you a few tips and tricks how to avoid lines, I really meant it. So my promise, this is the ticket office nobody's aware of. So you don't have to wait in line at all.
Here is an overall map of the park.
As you can see, the ticket to the park is also a map of the park.
Oh, they got some boats over here. Boat rides are included in the price of your ticket. However, some days it's so crazy busy here that the lineup for the boats is up to an hour. Here, there's a place where you can rent a boat, and across here is where you can take a guided boat ride.
The biggest and the most visited national park in whole Croatia. We call them Plitvička jezera or Plitvice. There are 16 lakes in total, and they are gradually lined like cascades, like steps. So you have lake, waterfall, lake, waterfall, lake, waterfall, lake, waterfall, from the top to the bottom. There are also a lot of underground springs of fresh water that are contributing to this whole amount of water here.
Alright, we're boarding the boat. You can see your first waterfall from the boat launch. The color of the water is unbelievable. Really short boat ride. It just goes across the lake from over there to over here. There's more waterfalls right over here. The map of the lakes. Check this out. So you got this one lake that like waterfalls into other lakes, and then there's a whole bunch more waterfalls there. And then you head over here, and then a whole bunch more waterfalls, and then more waterfalls. So we've decided to pass on seeing the upper lakes because you have to take a boat across to this first one, and then you walk up these steps to go see the other lakes, and then you got to come down and take a boat to the next section. Well, the problem is there's so many people here, so we're afraid that if we go look at the upper lakes, we'll spend the whole day waiting in line. Already, we have a huge crowd waiting for this boat. You have a little rest area here where you can go to the bathroom and fill up your water bottles. So I ended up ditching my crew because unfortunately, due to all the people and the flooding of the lower lakes, we were spending more time figuring out where to go and waiting for everybody than actually seeing the waterfalls. So I'm off on my own. All right, I'm gonna see the big waterfall. Now I learned that you can walk around all the trails. You don't have to rely on the bus and the ferry. So that's a good tip. If you're in good shape, definitely walk. You'll save yourself standing in line. So we found out because the lower lakes are closed, so is the big waterfall, but the park ranger gave us a really cool tip. If we walk up this road and walk down this footpath, we'll still get a view of it. Ooh, I think I'm seeing some of it now. Right, I think this is the footpath he's talking about right here. Wow, check this out. So down below there is a walking path. Wonder how you get onto that. It looks gorgeous. Wow, we found it. These are the big falls. now we are heading to the upper falls. Or upper lakes, I mean. So the downside of this park is that the signage is really crappy. And it's hard to find your way around. So like you'll get to a fork and you won't know which way to go. And the maps don't really help you and they don't tell you how long everything is. So unfortunately, it takes a long time to see this whole park and you don't really get to see it all on a tour. All right, another big waterfall. This is the slow-moving lineup. And there's the beautiful waterfall. Wow, waterfalls everywhere. Oh, say bye. And there's the crowd. The water is so clear. This is total waterfall heaven. They are absolutely everywhere you look. Oh wow, they just keep getting better. Okay, so I think we figured out the trails. We're gonna head to S3 now, and that's the upper lakes. The one we were just at was a loop around P2. Oh, that is so cool. This thing's huge.
It's sunny all morning and now the weather's shifting. It is very windy.
Gorgeous view from the upper lake here. The water goes through a little sinkhole. The trail right along there, and then come down here, and there's a gorgeous waterfall. This is a gorgeous view. We're almost to the end of the upper lake. Okay, we reached the top, and we're too lazy to go down, so we are going to take the bus. Oh, there's a couple buses. That's good, because there's a lot of people. So my tip for seeing the lakes is definitely walk all the way up to Station 3, which will burn your legs, but it's worth it because you can take a bus ride all the way back to the entrance. Right, the same bus took us all the way to Station 1, and now we're going to head to the parking lot. Another beautiful vista on our way back to parking lot 1. Another gorgeous viewpoint on the way back to the parking lot. People down there at the ski point down lower. We followed this little path near the entrance. Oh, that looks awesome. So I ditched my bus tour when I met my new friend Abu. He's from Dubai and I'm getting a ride back to Zagreb with him. He's probably regretting the offer because now I'm dragging him through like every single trail I could possibly get him on, and the guys had no sleep. Look at that. Wow. And this is why I don't recommend the bus tour, because we would have missed all of this. Oh, look at this. We've got a cave. Let's go check this out. So not all the lower lakes were closed. We managed to get to this section. Oh, super cool. Water going into the cave. And then across here, another waterfall. And tons of fish. Okay, that was the coolest picture ever. Let me show you. So this is the area from parking lot 1 to Station 1. This is a magnificent walk. Definitely start at parking lot 1. I think this last section, which is the first section for some people, is my favorite so far. The water is just so blue. Crazy. Now we're just walking on this little bridge across the highway, and it is the end of our tour. I'm exhausted. So my recommendation to see this place is to not take a tour. If you can, rent a car, get here first thing in the morning, and the park is open till, you said 8 o'clock?
Till 8.
Till 8, and see as much as you can, because on the tour you only have about 3.5, 4 hours, and it doesn't give you enough to see everything because of all the crowds and the lineups to get on the buses and the little ferries. And it's a beautiful park. You definitely want to see as much of it as you possibly can. So despite the fact I had a very handsome tour guide, I decided to take off on my own, which is probably a good thing because he was a little too handsome. I probably wouldn't have noticed the waterfalls.